Right, all being well, you can see me. Oh my word. Right, so hey guys, and welcome to the stream. I've not done one of these in a very, very long time, so I thought I'd come on here tonight and say hi to you guys. Let me know down in the chat, have you had a good Christmas? If you don't celebrate Christmas, what you've been doing, etc. I see we have the Aveline Law in the chat. Hello, how are you? Yes, thank you for coming along tonight. Really, really do appreciate it. Yes, iCoaster, this is Mouseburger. Can't change my name for another week. Oh, okay. I didn't know that YouTube had a name-changing limit, but yeah, there we go. Yes, again, how has your festive period been? Mine's been really good. It's been good to sit down and relax. Hello, Chibi Vlogs. How are you doing? Yes, it's been good. It's been good to sit down and relax, and yeah, hopefully getting out to more places next year. World of Thrills, hello, how's it going? It's going absolutely fine. Yes, thank you for coming along. Yeah, by the way guys, if you've got any questions for me, please do leave them down in the chat box below. I'm probably going to go off on a rant very soon about something roller coaster related. That's how these things always work out, I'll be honest with you. Xmas, just myself, but Boxing Day was good. Yes, well that's usually the way these things go, isn't it? But yeah, hope you had a good one anyway. I was... what was I going to say? Yes! So I'm just trying to read a comment. No, that's absolutely fine. But yes, again, how are you all doing? I'm probably going to be at Alton Towers tomorrow. Me and my mother was talking about going. I've been to the I went to the Alton Towers Christmas events not long ago, before Christmas, and it was really, really good. Although again, I think Energylandia did a good job. Question: what was your first theme park you can remember? So I remember my first theme park, and that was the American Adventure. I live really, really close to where the American Adventure used to be, so I was there quite a lot. By the way, I'm not using my regular webcam for this stream. I'm actually using my Sony ZV-1, so let me know down in the comment section if it's good or not. I'll keep using it if so. Yeah, it seems to capture a lot more detail than my webcam ever did. And I thought I'd give it a go, seeing as it's got like streaming functionality built into it, so... yes, it's been good, thanks. Chibi Vlog said it's been good, thanks. Bad quality time with my... had quality time with my family. And I've had many foods comas over the festive period. Yes, I was the same. On Christmas Day, we went to the pub and we had a massive Christmas dinner. It was very, very nice. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, we had nibbles in the evening as per. This was always, again, it's the way things go with Christmas, isn't it? Mine was American Adventure 2. Sound and picture quality is all good, fella. Thank you, Chibi. Yes. Yeah, I miss the American Adventure. I really wish they had found a buyer and they had managed to keep going, but sadly, they went the way of, yeah. It's sad that they closed though, and again, they was going to build actually a massive wooden coaster across the lake, and if that coaster was had been built, I reckon the American Adventure would have still been here today if I was being completely honest. Yes, the microphone quality, I do apologise for. This is in the shop, but I'm not actually using the Blue Snowball microphone at the moment. I'm actually using the internal microphone on the Sony ZV-1, just because I couldn't get the audio to sync up and it was a palaver, and yes, that's why I'm late, by the way. Yes, preach, Chibi. Pretty much gained 5 stone in the last week. You know what? I'm pretty sure I gained 10 stone in the last 2 days, and I'm not even lying about that. Yeah, it's been good though. Many food items have been consumed over the last few days. But yeah, like I say, it's always good to get some relaxing and over Christmas, isn't it? Good to see family and things like that. Just trying to read the chat. Yeah, you seem to be talking amongst yourselves at the moment. I've definitely gained weight too. Yes, it seems to be the way for a lot of people at the moment, doesn't it? Are you... I've eaten full box of matchmakers today. The whole box, yes. Yes. You know what? I ate what was it? I forgot what it was now. I ate a lot of mince pies last night though. That was quite good. Love a good mince pie, me. I'm one of these people that will buy mince pies even if it's not Christmas. So do you know when they start getting stocked in like November or whatever? I'll buy mince pie just because I love them so much. I think they're really good. I can eat them out of Christmas. They're really good. In fact, they do make them, don't they? And they're called something different out of like the festive period and stuff like that. I think that's the way that they work anyway. Hot or cold mince pie? Cold. Cold. I don't think I've ever had a hot mince pie before. Although, saying that, I did have one a couple of years ago at a works Christmas party. It had like this brandy sauce on it. It was really nice. It was like this enlarged mince pie though. Yes. Enough about enough about my overeating habits. Let's talk about roller coasters. Has anybody been on any trips recently? I've been on quite a few. I went to Vina Parata not long ago. I came back on Wednesday from Vina Parata, and that was really, really good. Really liked it. I think the park's got a lot of charm, and I'll definitely be going back next summer to experience it when it's got a bit of liveliness. Line. Here we go. World of Thrills. Yes, Avaline. Although I'm a mere shadow to the legendary iCoaster. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I was at Vina Parata recently, and I did my first big wheel, and I'm still editing that vlog. I've just not had time to get that vlog completed yet. Once it's completed, I'll upload it and I'll get it released. I'm hoping to get it released before the new year, so it'll probably be either tomorrow or Thursday now. But again, it just depends on when I can get it all sorted out. There's also a special video on the way from the old site of the American Adventure that I need to again get edited. That's a bit of a theme with my my things at the moment. I record these videos and I don't edit them. It's starting to get a bit of a problem. I've had a video that I recorded about a month ago now, and it was basically me reviewing the Alton Towers season, and that's half edited, and I found it to be the bit that I did edit, I found it to be a really good video, but I've not I've just not edited the whole video, so I can't release it. But yeah, I hope you like the new overlay as well. I actually made this all myself about an hour before the stream, because I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up, and that's why I was partly late, because one, I was making the overlay for the stream, and two, I didn't realise I had an audio problem until I recorded me doing a bit of a stream obviously off stream, and yeah, I realised there was an audio issue. Hello, Emma Louise! Jeff is in the chat. Hello. I still don't understand why people call you Jeff, but we'll go with it. And people won't tell me either. Apparently it's one of those questions that isn't meant to be asked. Love binge watching after work or weekends. Really enjoy your channel. Thank you so much. Oh, that's crazy. I love reading these comments. Like, it's crazy to me that anybody watches my channel, let alone enjoys it, so thank you so much. I'm currently planning a trip to Phantasialand next winter for the winter event. Taron and Fly are calling me. Yes! You know what? Taron and Fly are two of the best roller coasters that I've ever ridden. I love those two coasters so much. Fly is a masterpiece in roller coaster design, and Taron is just something else. It really is. Although very recently, it's been knocked off my top spot by Taron. No, sorry, it's been knocked off my top spot by Zardra. And I wasn't expecting that to happen at first. Theme Park Vids, good evening, hello, how are you? Yes, welcome to the stream. Come hang out with me, get yourself a beer or a cup of tea. Emma Louise, Phantasialand. Yes, Phantasialand is amazing. It really is, and it's not just about the roller coaster itself, it's about the theming, the immersive areas that Phantasialand offers. I would like to see them renovate some of the areas of the park that aren't necessarily up to scratch with the rest of the park, because they've sort of got the old bit of Phantasialand, and they've got the new bit of Phantasialand. I'd like to see them work on the new, on the old bit of Phantasialand, and just bring it up to snuff and make it a bit more coherent with the rest of the park. 1.1k already, growing. I'll get sharing on my little community page. Every little helps. Thank you so much. You know what? We hit 1.1 very, very recently. That's a recent thing. Going to Disneyland Paris in 2 weeks. You know what? Disneyland Paris is one of those parks I've always looked at, and I've always thought to myself, you know what? I should definitely go. But I'm not a massive Disney fan. Like, I've never been into the movies, so I feel like a lot of the Disneyness will be wasted on me when I do go to Disneyland. But I will definitely go to Disneyland. Theme park vids. I am very good, thank you. Great. I'm glad to hear it. Are you working at Drayton Manor next year? Because I know you work at Drayton Manor, don't you? Reese Coffee, what's up, step bro? What's up? Yes, all the washing machines shall be shown in this stream tonight. They will not, by the way. It's just a joke that me and Reese have. Chibi Vlogs, I do want to visit NGlandia for Zardra and Hyperion, 2 bucket list coasters. Yes, those 2 coasters are amazing. And Hyperion itself does fight with Zardra, does fight with Taron a lot, but I don't feel like it breaks into my top. Oh, no. It's really difficult because the more coasters I ride, the more I struggle to actually rank coasters. So yeah, I've not actually put Hyperion in my top 10 yet, I believe. Disney Blasphemy. You know what? I will have to get out to a Disney park. I'll have to go with Reese or something, or someone who wants to go with me. Reese Life, Disney is very good, but busy. Yeah, I've heard. You told me, in fact, that Disney was very, very busy. And I mean, I'd want to, if I went to Disney, it'd be one of those parks I would purposefully go to on a weekday, just so I experienced it whilst it was quiet rather than busy. Again, just because, you know, you want to get on all the rides, don't you, while you're there, and you want to experience the park as a whole. But I feel like when you go to Disney, I mean, I've heard this from other people, but it's one of those parks where you don't necessarily need to go on the rides to have a good time. A lot like Alton Towers in that respect, but the theming is insane. Not at Alton Towers, at Disney, by the way. Aveline, your Energylandia vlog should have more views, I think. I love how you just went spontaneously. Yes, literally, right? Me and Reese talked about going Phantasialand. I called Reese up and we booked it 2 days before we were actually going to go. And that was crazy to me. I've never ever booked a trip like that. But Slovakia was the same. Because me and Reese went to Braslavia, Slovakia. And we booked that like a day before. I remember being on the phone with Reese a day before we flew, and I had no idea what was happening, so I needed to catch up with him, and we called and we got everything sorted. That's the way with these things, though. Sometimes you know, you just pack a backpack, stick everything in, and go, and that's the way it definitely was with Poland. Chibi Vlogs, that's half the fun of ranking coasters, but I totally get what you mean, buddy. Yes, I mean, the way that I rank coasters specifically is I will look at a coaster that I think is in my top 10 and I'll compare it to what's already in there. So I'll be like, oh, do I prefer Oblivion to the Swarm or Nemesis or the Cuchulainn or whatever? And then I'll place it where I think it should go. That's why my top 10 changes all the time. In fact, I will bring up my top 10 and I will tell you what it currently is, because apparently a lot of people are interested in that type of thing. Here we go. Reese Life. When we go in Phantasialand, you know what? I will go Phantasialand whenever you want to go Phantasialand. In fact, I feel... Please don't do this to me, Reese. Please don't make me book a trip while I'm live. But yes, my current top 10. Zardra's first, Taron second, Ride to Happiness is third, Shambhala is fourth, Nemesis is fifth, the Cuchulainn is sixth, Fly is seventh, sixth is eighth, the Swarm is ninth, and Icon is my 10th favourites coaster. Yes, again, a lot of people hate me for not ranking Icon any higher, but I just think it's a bit of a kiddie ride. Just doesn't do a lot for me anymore. The more and more I ride like big wooden coasters or big multi-launch coasters, it just slips lower and lower, sadly. Question: what is your worst experience on a roller coaster? Oh, probably every time I go on Hero. Like, people think I'm joking when I say how bad Hero is, but the thing is, it is actually that bad. Like, you are laying down, like you do on Galactica, you're holding these two metal poles, and you're just bracing for the pain, because you got nothing behind you holding you in. It'd be alright if the restraints actually held your back in, but they don't. You're just flopping back and forth in this cage. And all you've got holding your feet in is a step ladder. And yeah, your head's bashing from side to side, and yeah, literally every time I go on Hero. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer, but yeah, worst experience, definitely every time on Hero. Reese Life, I'm going there on the 13th, just saying. I need to renew my passport, so I'm not booking any trips from now until February, because I don't know when I'm going to get my passport back. When I get my passport back, I'll start booking trips again. But yeah, I really do need to get that sorted because my passport is due to expire very soon. Chibi Vlogs, there's a solid top 10. Yes, you know what? My top 10 has grew so much this year, and it was mostly consisting of like UK coasters, like last year and the year before. Now I've started travelling internationally, it's really bulked my top 10 up. Like the Kooka Lane coaster, for instance. I went to Tato Park Island recently, and I wasn't expecting the Kooka Lane to be as good as it was. Like, I love my wooden roller coasters anyway, but that thing just blew me away. Like, it's full of airtime, you're constantly out of your seat, like literally constantly out of your seat. It's got some great intensity in places. I love the overbank. They class that as an inversion, it's not an inversion. But yes. Have you been to F-Telling? Asks World of Thrills. No, although I am planning to go next year. Joe Oakley Dokley was planning a road trip across Europe, and basically what I'd do with that would basically be a road trip, and F-Telling was one of the parks that we go on that. I don't know if that's still happening, but we'll have to see. Chibi Vlogs, Hero is one of the is one and done just for the cred. I mean, I'll go on it if somebody wants me to go on it. I tend to go on it if it's somebody's first time, but nah. To think I was nearly going to go on the Zamperla Volare prototype as well. Yeah. Aveline, I'd say Infusion in Blackpool. It's awful. You know what? Infusion is awful, but I wouldn't say all of the SLCs in the UK. How do I phrase this? So SLCs have a reputation for being bad. I wouldn't say the lineup of SLCs in the UK is that bad. And the reason I say that is because the Odyssey's amazing and Kamali's great. You know, I'd rank Kamali over Black Mamba if I'm being honest with you, but I've only done Black Mamba in the winter. I was planning to go back this summer, but I didn't get back to Phantasialand, sadly, so. Reese Life, Hero at Vienna. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Thank God we didn't get to go on the Zamperla prototype. Yeah, it looked absolutely awful. It looked like it was literally falling apart, and you'll see that in the vlog as well. Like, it looks like they had bought it, but they had never painted it or cleaned it. It was just bleh. Yeah. Thank God I didn't have to go on that thing, but yeah, Aveline, one of the main reasons I follow is I can't get to Europe or abroad by so by watching, I get to know the rides. Yeah, no, you know what? That's a very good point. Like, I have a lot of people like commenting and messaging me saying, "Oh, I enjoyed your review. You know, I'm going next year to X Park abroad because you did a vlog for it." And you know what? I really do appreciate those messages, thank you. But yeah, I try to give as best impression as possible of the park that I can when I go over there. So if I'm going to an abroad park, I'm going to try and show off all the little quirky bits that are at that park, and I'm going to show all the roller coasters and some of the support rides as well. This is why parks need to let me film on ride more. I would love to film on ride at somewhere like Phantasialand, but sadly they just don't allow it. I feel like I'd be more I give a better view of a park if I was able to film on a ride. Is the Ride to Happiness in Plopsaland? That ride looks amazing. Have you been? I have been. There's a vlog on the channel actually from the Ride to Happiness. Yes, I absolutely love that thing. It's a great roller coaster, and I was gonna go for New Year's. The thing is, we waited right until now, was looking at it today to book, and the prices have gone up substantially, so that's why we're not going to Plopsaland for New Year's. I would love to go, but I just can't afford it at the moment, and if I want to do more trips next year, I need to save. And that's basically why I'm not going to Plopsaland for New Year's. But I would love to go, but apparently the Ride to Happiness has been a bit up and down at the moment because of the temperatures, but they should be like F-Telling, where they heat up the wheels with halogen heaters. That's really, really cool. That's a really cool idea. In fact, Fantasy Island were doing that with the Odyssey at one stage. Because the Odyssey's so high, sometimes it doesn't get a chance to warm up properly. So what they did was they pumped halogen heaters onto the wheels, and it's whilst it was in the station, it heats the wheels up. It was a very inventive way of solving an issue that they had with that particular coaster. I'd like to see more coasters at Fantasy Island, if I'm being honest. I would love to see one of the new gen Vekomas go to Fantasy Island, although I didn't think that Formula at Energylandia rode that well. And now, if you've been to Energylandia, please do correct me, but I thought that Formula was really, really forceless. It just did nothing for me. Now, a lot of people say it's good. I'm not doubting the fact that it's good, but I just think that, it's not it's not all it's cracked up to be, I don't think. But the new gen Vekomas I have done have been good. I mean, Fly is a new gen Vekoma, and that's amazing. That feels more like an invert than it does a flying coaster, if I'm being honest with you, just because of the way that the seats are positioned. Usually with a flying coaster, you're just positioned like that. With Fly, you're positioned like this, so you're a bit what's the word? Horizontal, I guess. And yeah, it just feels good. It's a good flying coaster. Who got you into theme parks? Who got you into theme parks? Was it when you were a child with family? You know what? I'd have to say it was when I was a child, actually, because we went to the American Adventure so much that I sort of got into it, and then we went to Alton Towers, and that pretty much changed everything. I absolutely loved the the first time I went to Alton Towers, and I've been going back ever since. I'm at Alton Towers almost every weekend. So if you go to Alton Towers and you want to say hi and you see me, come say hi. I will always be more than happy to say hi to people. 45 degrees. Is that 45 degrees? Is that the angle that Fly seats are at? Please clarify, Reese Coffee. I don't quite understand what you mean. If it is the angle of Fly's seats, that's pretty interesting. But again, I just feel like it feels more like an invert than it does a flying coaster. But yeah. No, it was definitely my parents that got me into theme parks, I would say, because, again, I've been to so many of them now. And, again, Alton Towers changed everything. But because I've been going to Alton Towers for years. I think the first time I went to Alton Towers was either 2010, 2011-ish. I don't know. But, again, yeah, absolutely love them. And now I travel all over Europe, which is really nice. You know what? Travelling is something I've always wanted to do, and iCoaster's given me an excuse to do it, and I really appreciate it. You like the technical, mechanical side... sorry, I should start saying people's names. Aveline says, you like the technical, mechanical sides as well, do you? Have you any items to sell in merch shops than wheels and... Do you have any items they sell in merch shops? I do, actually. So, I have a Megaphobia running wheel. I have a Big Dipper upstop wheel. I have a piece of wood from a wooden roller coaster. I forgot which one it is now. I have a Big One track, Big One upstop wheel, Big One lift chain. I'd love to get a piece of Nemesis track when they start selling those, because I know they will. Yeah, I've got quite a lot. I've also got something quite rare. When we went to the American Adventure site, we found one of the pins that went into the sleepers for the railway that ran around Shipley Lake. So I've got one of those. That's over there, actually. Yeah, I've got quite a lot, actually, I'd say. And yeah, I'd say I'm more into the technical side of roller coasters as well. I do like to watch videos about the physics behind roller coasters and the mechanical side of roller coasters. I could tell you how certain things work. I know how the B&M flying restraint locking mechanism works, for instance. I've looked into all that, etc. So yeah, I'd definitely say that I'm into that side of things. That's a very fair comment. Yeah, let me know if you're into it as well. I do find it interesting because there's a lot more to roller coasters than just riding them. Like, especially with the channel, it's made me appreciate things like theming a lot more. As an extension to that, stories that are incorporated into a roller coaster's theme. Obviously, like I just said, the mechanical side of things, and yeah. Again, there's so many different sides of roller coasters. Aveline, if you had a huge backyard like some in America, would you build your own roller coaster? Yes, I would. You know what? I've always wondered, these celebrities, right, like Ed Sheeran, he's got like money coming out of his bum and stuff like that. He's got billions. No, he's not. No, not billions, but you know what I mean. Like, he's got a lot of money. Why doesn't he buy a roller coaster or someone else buy a roller coaster? But if I had the money, going on to your question, I'd probably buy a Gershow bobsled coaster. But the only issue is you'd have to comply to EU standards because technically we're still under that. We're still under the amusement parks law, that side of things. So technically you'd have to adhere to those if you did buy a roller coaster privately. But I don't know. It's just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, I'd have a Gershow bobsled. Yes. So I'm just reading something else now. Sorry, I had a prompt pop up. And when prompts pop up on stream, it usually means something stopped. No, I'm still going. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I tell you what though, I'd love to have one of those like big back gardens in America, because you could do so much with it, couldn't you? Like, I've seen a lot of those backyard coasters that people have where they build them themselves out of like PVC pipe, or they build them out of wood or whatever, and they look so cool. There was even that one in America, I forgot what it was called now, it had a name. It was something like Blue Streak or Blue Flyer or something like that, but it had an inversion, and it was like a super tight inversion. It looked like it literally break your neck if you went round it. Yeah, it was really cool. But I do love those like backyard coasts and things like that. Reese Coffee, I should buy an RMC for my local Starbucks. You know what, Reese? If you bought an RMC, I would move up to Chertsey. I would. I'm saying it right now. If you bought an RMC, I would move to Chertsey and I would ride it every day. Aveline, have you done any bobsled? Have you done the bobsled ride in Wales yet? I actually have, yes, and I really liked it. Yeah, I'm hoping to go back to Oakwood next year. I really want to see how the park's doing. Obviously, there was that tragic accident that happened on the Treetops roller coaster. My thoughts go out to the family who were affected by that incident. It was tragic and it never should have happened, but again, I don't really talk about roller coaster accidents on this channel. My whole thing is promoting roller coasters rather than talking about the negative side of roller coasters and the rare things that happen on them. Oh, Jess Davis, hello, how are you? Yes, I am absolutely fine, how are you? Yeah, just decided to come on and talk to you guys a bit, see how you were doing, because I've not done one of these in a while, and I need to start doing these more, actually. In fact, my New Year's resolution is to stream a lot more, and there'll be a lot more of these coming, and that's a promise from me. So I don't think I'll be doing them every week, probably every 2 weeks or whatever. Yes, health and safety. You know what? When we went to Oakwood Park, everything seemed fine. I didn't think any of the roller coasters were janky or whatever at all. I think it was just I think it was human error. And again, that seems to be the theme with roller coaster accidents at the moment. Because Top Thrills was technically human error. No, it wasn't. It was a flag plate that snapped, wasn't it? But you know what I mean. Like the Smiler was human error. Treetops was human error. Again, I don't really talk about roller coaster accidents here, but yeah. It was really sad what happened, and yeah, I'm hoping that I can get back on Megaphobia because I love Megaphobia. I really do. It's one of my favourite wooden roller coasters. But they were meant to be doing some retrack on Megaphobia actually this closed season, but I don't know whether that's going to go ahead now because I doubt they'd have the money to do so. Aveline, my first live with you, so thought I would pop in. But I'm asking too many questions, lol. This health and safety. No, it's absolutely fine. I don't mind answering any questions you have, to be honest with you. Chibi, could you imagine if Oakwood gave Megaphobia the RMC treatment? It would be incredible and definitely help turn the park around. You know what? It actually would, and I can see Megaphobia in the future getting the RMC treatment. They definitely need to raise the funds for it, but I can definitely see it happening. Jess Davis, I'm good, just getting over the flu, but other than that, I'm okay. Been a while since we've done anything. You know what? It has. We need to do something again soon. Probably next year now, because pretty much booked up for the rest of the year. Well, we haven't got much of the year left, have we? How long we got left, actually? We've got 3 days. No, 4 days. We've got 4 days left of the year. That is crazy. 2022 has just flown by for me. It really, really has. There's been a lot that's happened this year, though, for me. I hit 1K on YouTube, which I was really, really proud of, and still am really proud of. I'm now a UK Theme Park Award nominee, which is absolutely insane. I was not expecting that at all. I did a bit of a Twitter post recently, talking about all that. Yeah, just a year in a bit of a recap. And yeah, the roller coaster awards was definitely a highlight for me. Reese Life, I need to go to Oakwood as we broke a log cabin and I need to check up on it. What? The oven broke. What did you do? How do you break an oven? I imagine if you tried really hard you could break an oven, but I've never tried to break an oven before, so... Hope and Josh and Zoe are keeping okay. Yes, they are! They're, Josh and Zoe are at work at the moment, I believe. Or at least if what Josh tells me is correct. The last time I saw Josh and Zoe... I saw Josh and Zoe last week on Saturday. We went straight in Manor, but I didn't vlog it. I did an Instagram story about it, though. You broke a log cabin. Yes. He broke a log cabin, apparently. You're not getting your deposit back on that one. Like, the oven full of exploded... What? How did you explode an oven? What? What were you cooking? Were you cooking like a Fray Bentos pie or something? Or some... Wait. Don't tell me you put something in the oven that had like a lid on it, but you didn't take the lid off? Oh, my words. That reminds me of the time that... So I didn't realise that you needed to take the contents out of tins before you put them in the microwave when I was a kid, and I put a full tin of beans in the microwave. Luckily nothing exploded, but I wondered why they were still cold, so I just put them on the plate, and then I realised later you weren't meant to put the tin in the microwave. Yes. Would you put together a review of your channel in 2020 at some point? You know what, I do that every year, and this year I haven't done it, and it's something that I would definitely do again, so watch out for that one. That's all I'm saying. Aveline, yes, I'm not sure whether I'm saying your name right, by the way. I'm terrible at pronunciations, but yeah, a year review, watch out for that one. What did you put in the oven? Here we go. Oh, Reese Coffee, they left a safety cover inside from when they cleaned it, and we just didn't see it, and the glass went everywhere. We almost lost iCoaster. Oh my word. What? I wasn't there. I wasn't there. What? What do you mean you almost lost iCoaster? I've not almost... What? I don't get that. Aveline, I'm younger than you guys, so... I got my first horse. I cooked a pizza in the oven that's... polystyrene? Oh, what? Oh, okay. So I presume you put a pizza in the oven and it went completely black. I've done that before. I put a pizza in the oven before, and I was able to like, you know, scrape the little bits of charcoal off the bottom of it. Yeah, I would say overall I'm a good cook. Just occasionally I do stupid things like that, where I leave the that time actually I didn't put a timer on, so I just left it for ages. Rookie moves, Aveline. Yes. Having a wine. You know what? Cheers. Yes. Yes. I tell you what. No matter how old you are, you still make bad cooking mistakes. Now, my parents are watching, so I'm gonna have to be careful what I say now. But over my mum's scale already, I can tell. But yeah, over on Christmas Day, we made like a buffet of like little nibbles and things like that. And my mum made these little garlic breads, and yeah, she charcoaled them. They were meant to be lightly toasted. They definitely weren't lightly toasted. I'm getting a slap for that later. Aveline back at work tomorrow. Yes, a lot of people are, aren't they? It's that awkward time between New Year and Christmas and New Year, where people just don't know what to do with themselves. So I'm going to be making videos personally. I think that January is definitely going to be a bit of a slow month for me in terms of making videos, just because there's nowhere to go essentially, and I'm having my passport renewed, so it's hard for me to get out the country. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more sit-down videos. My yearly channel update will be coming out on the 1st, by the way. If you don't know and you're a new subscriber and you weren't subscribed last year, I always do these channel updates where I talk about how the channel's doing, the statistics of the channel as it stands. You can't see the exact number of subscribers I've got at the moment, so I usually tell you how many I've got, etc. And yeah, I just talk about what I'm planning for the channel over the next year, and that will definitely be coming out very soon. I'll send a photo. Oh, wait a second. Reese Life has sent me a photograph of the oven. There we go. Oh my god! How on earth? Right, I'm going to show this on stream. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. That is Reese's oven in the log cabin. How the hell you did that, I don't know. Oh my word, that's bad. That's so bad. How did you pull that one off? Jesus. Loving your mum already. That's me all over. Yeah. She burnt the garlic bread. I presume it was garlic bread anyway. I couldn't taste past the charcoal, to be honest with you, to tell. Do you think some of our UK theme parks should be open earlier in the year, and more so in summer be open for longer? Yes, I do agree with that. So in fact, Alton Towers, for instance, are going 365, so they are going to be open all year round. So they're going to have a selection of big rides open, rather than just the regular Spinball Whizzer and Octonauts Coaster, etc. But I do think that theme parks in the UK definitely should be open longer in the summertime. And yeah, I think that more parks should take advantage of the fact that people have nothing to do over winter. I think that'll be a good thing to for parks to invest in. But the thing is as well, it's staff, isn't it? Because usually theme park staff are seasonal, and quite a lot of staff aren't kept on past the season. So it's whether Alton Towers can get the staff, to be honest with you as well. Let's have a look. Oh my god, that was so dangerous. Yeah, yeah, that looked really bad, by the way. garlic bread, like my churros. Oh my god, the churros at Energylandia. So me and Reese had a couple of cocktails in the cocktail bar at Energylandia, and that scene where me and Reese were like talking about the churros, we were a little bit, you know, we were a little bit merry. So we walk into Zardra, and Reese obviously decided to get his churros, and they tasted like ass. And yeah, we just were laughing to ourselves, and I had to put that in the vlog. It was so funny. It really was. I play the clip if I could get it playing on here, but I can't, sadly. Crimbo Limbo, but I'm lost in trip planning and arranging hotels next year, hoping Hull, Neath and Winter Wonderland in London. Yes, so I really wanted to go to Winter Wonderland this year. In fact, I may try and get back to Winter Wonderland. If I can, I will record a vlog for it. But the thing is, it's expensive, so I don't really know if I can afford it at the moment. Again, I've got so many trips planned next year. I'd rather go somewhere I haven't been than somewhere that I have been. But I don't know, have they got any new roller coasters this year? I believe they do. Thorpe coming soon. Thorpe coming soon? I don't get that. Me and Reese were actually on Monk's Walk looking at Thorpe Park very recently before we went to Slovakia. And yeah, everything's coming along. The Exodus site looks to be really good now, to be fair. They look to be ready to tear down Loggers Leap soon. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. I tried to cough away from the microphone. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for Project Exodus. Let me know down in the chat if you are excited for Project Exodus as well. Project Exodus, if you didn't know, it's going to be that 236-foot roller coaster that's coming to Thorpe Park. It's going to be built by Mack Rides, and it's going to be a Mack Rides hypercoaster. I cannot wait for that thing, and I think it's definitely going to be one of the best roller coasters in the UK when it is built. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But I definitely think that's going to change the landscape for Thorpe Park. What I don't want to see Thorpe Park do is stay stagnant like they are at the moment after Exodus is built. They need to invest in more thrill rides, need to invest in the park a bit more, and get rid of Colossus. Aveline went to Xmas by the Sea in Blackpool on my last week and bottled it going on the Starflyer. Would you and anyone else in the chat go on it? Yes, you know what? I actually have taken a liking to things like Starflyers. A couple of years ago, you wouldn't catch me dead on one. But no, I've started to like Starflyers. I've been on quite a few of them this year. Been on the one at Plopsaland. I've been on the one at the Mellors one, both at Fantasy Island and at Goose Fair. And there was another one that I've done. It wasn't the Blackpool one, but I've definitely done another Starflyer this year. Now, unsubscribing Colossus is the number one. You know what? If you like Colossus, all the power to you. But personally, Colossus just isn't the one for me. But yes, I love Thorpe Park. And again, I really want to see them expand. And I feel like more roller coaster would definitely be a good way to do that. Chibi Vlogs. I'll be there for Project Exodus in 2024 at Thorpe Park, and I'll have a Merlin Pass, as will also have Nemesis 2.0 opening too. Yes, now I'm going to make a video about season passes. If you actually know, it's one of those video ideas that I'm like on the fence about making, whether you guys want to hear me talk about what season passes I'm getting next year. But I'll give you a brief rundown on what I've got and what I'm thinking about getting. So I'm renewing my Drayton Season Pass. I've renewed my Merlin Pass. I've renewed my Blackpool Pass, and I'm thinking about getting a Plopsaland the Pan pass. Well, I say a Plopsaland the Pan specific pass. It will be a pass for the Plopsaland parks in general. So yeah, just because there's quite a few Plopsaland parks and the Holiday Park is included, and I really want to ride Expedition GeForce because that thing looks amazing. Reese Life 2024, 2026, 2028 Thorpe. I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that. I feel like that's giving too much away. 2024 Drayton Manor. Not saying any more, but yes. I can't wait for what Drayton Manor's got coming down the pipeline. Like, obviously you read things on like forums and stuff, and you see so many people hyped up for Drayton Manor. I definitely feel like all of the hype is going to be worth it in the end. I definitely feel like what they've got coming in the near future is going to be very good for them. I feel like it's going to be good for the UK as well. I'm really hoping that soon another park gets a wooden roller coaster. I would really love another wooden roller coaster here in the UK. I feel like that would definitely be a good move for a park if they were to go for one. Because you got to look at the Wicker Man. The Wicker Man has been a runaway success for Alton Towers. Why wouldn't another park want to capitalise on that success? They've proved that the perception of wooden roller coasters has changed amongst the public. So, yeah, get your wooden roller coasters in, lads. I feel like that would definitely be a good investment if you were to go for one. Avalline. I don't drive or anything, so it's easy for me to get to I don't drive or anything, so it's easy for me to get to Blackpool PB, but never got a yearly pass. Could a quick vids on how to get one be done at all? You know what? I would definitely, yeah, I'd definitely look at doing one of those. I would say the ship has sailed in terms of buying a Blackpool season pass, just because they were £110. They're now 180, and in my opinion, 180 for one park alone is extortionate. So, yeah, whilst I can show you how to get a season pass, I definitely feel like the ship has sailed. In terms of getting one of those, I don't feel like the Blackpool season pass is worth £180 if I'm being honest with you, particularly with what they've got at the moment. I would love to see Blackpool actually remove a couple of their roller coasters like Steeplechase and a new roller coaster be put in its place, because I definitely feel like Blackpool hang on to the past a bit too much. Only then would I feel like the Blackpool season pass is worth it, but yes, that's a story for a different day. Gosh, that's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot, particularly for one park as well. Like, season passes, in my opinion, should be around the £99 mark for one specific park. You got parks like Polton's, which are charging £200 per year for a season pass, which is absolutely ridiculous. But what you got to bear in mind is kids go free at that point as well. So the pass may be £200, but I think you can get a kid in for free. Don't like Steeplechase, no. I don't think anybody does, to be fair. They need more entertainment and theming around. That's something that all UK theme parks have been trying to expand on, the theming and the entertainment side of things. I know that Alton Towers have been really trying with their events, their entertainment, and their show offering. So I feel like, you know, other parks will follow suit. I mean, Chessington have been good with entertainment for years now, but I feel like they lack in terms of events. So, yeah, it's just something they suffer with. Josh Elam has joined the chat. Hello, Josh. How are you? Just finished work. Oh, my word. I won't say where you're working at the moment because you may not want me to, but yes. I'm glad you finished work for your sake. By the way, guys, please do like the stream. It helps other people find it if you've not done it already. And yeah, I'm hoping to do more adventures with Josh next year. One trip I really want to do is with Josh, Zoe, and Joe, and I really want to go back to Energylandia next year. I really want to take them all to Energylandia. I want to experience Zardra with them and just have a good time. Zardra is an amazing coaster, and I think it's going to be one of those coasters that I keep going back to and back to and back to. Yeah, it's definitely a theme park that I'm going to keep going back to, I think. I absolutely love the place, especially for Christmas, right? So, a lot of people say that Energylandia can be a bit disjointed. It doesn't feel cohesive, like with a park like Alton Towers, for instance. You can definitely tell where the new park is and the old park ends. But myself, I think the park has a charm. I do really like it. Chibi Vlogs. Blackpool Pleasure Beach is an amusement park, not a theme park, but Steeplechase and Avalanche should be replaced, in my opinion. You know, I agree with that. I think that Avalanche, it's a bit harsh saying that Avalanche should go. It's a very unique roller coaster, and I think that Blackpool Pleasure Beach capitalise on that. You definitely won't find another bobsleigh coaster in the UK, but I just feel like Blackpool do hang on to the past a bit too much, and they would be better off if they were to get some better coasters. I'd love to watch that as a viewer. Yes, I love my vlogs with me, Josh, and Zoe. I think they're amazing. I definitely want to go on more trips with Josh and Zoe next year. Josh Elam, Energylandia is a class park but lacks character. Now, I don't know whether I got the park on a good weekend, but I definitely feel like that wasn't the case. The park had a lot of charm about it. They just have too many Vekomas. They have so many Vekoma roller coasters. Like, they have Formula, they have that kiddie coaster at the front of the park, they have 2 boomerangs, they have Abyssus, they have the Vekoma SLC. They have so much, and there's no need for it. They are getting a Vekoma Tilt as well, which is really interesting. I feel like a Vekoma Tilt would be an interesting part for Europe to get, not just Energylandia to get. Could you imagine, actually? Now, you heard it here first if it does happen, but the Alton Towers Valley having a Vekoma Tilt coaster that tilts the coaster into the valley. That would be amazing. Aveline, I always go to Alice in Wonderland. All those years later, think that's why, as a Lanx lass, it just takes me. Oh, Alice in Wonderland. Is that the... Oh, that's Dark Ride. Okay, I know, I get what you mean now. Sorry, I didn't realise what you meant at first. Yeah, I love Alice in Wonderland. It's a good classic Dark Ride. I definitely feel like it's worth a go if you go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Me and my... who was it that I took to Blackpool Pleasure Beach recently? Oh, yeah, it was me and my dad. We went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach recently, and we had a really, really good time. I really enjoyed it. Towers needs an Intamin Blitz. Towers does need an Intamin Blitz. And I feel like we may be getting one soon. In fact, I'm going to make a video about the Rita removal rumours, because I don't usually cover rumours on my channel. I mean, I do, but only if they've got some sort of concrete ground to them. But the Rita rumours are really starting to spiral out of control, and I feel like we may actually see the end of Rita very soon. Now, it's something that I've talked to a few friends about, but never talked really publicly about on the channel. But I definitely feel like if Rita was removed, we could see something bigger in that area. Whether that be an Intamin Blitz, whether that be a Cross Valley coaster, or something like that. But yeah, I definitely feel if we were to see a Cross Valley coaster, it would cross into Forbidden Valley and then go back. Cross into the Dark Forest and then go back to Forbidden Valley. Queue is always long on Rita. I don't rate it. Well, the reason it's long is because the way that Rita loads and launches, it has to relaunch. It has to reload the hydraulic launch system. That Rita's really slow at loading. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of factors why Rita gets queues. It's just not a great coaster in my opinion. I mean, there's one sharp turn that reminds me of Taron, and I really enjoy that, but that's it. I love 13, but apparently it doesn't run in the rain, which is ridiculous. Being in the UK, yes. So 13 does not run in the rain. That is true. I have been at Alton Towers multiple times, and I have been spited by 13 multiple times. It's because on a test. Again, I don't really talk about roller coaster accidents, but nobody was involved. It was an empty train. Essentially, the runner wheels on the lift hill got wet, and the train that was on the lift hill, halfway up the lift hill, came back down the lift hill and crashed into the train in the station. But that was only a test run. It wasn't. There wasn't anybody on it, so yeah. But that's why. Or at least that's what it was rumoured to be, but it was never actually confirmed that was the case. But yeah, it does close in the rain. I've made a decision. I'm where I'm working next season. I'll tell you on Snap later. Yes, please do let me know. I'll be really, really interested. I've actually been looking at working at theme parks, but it's a bit awkward for me having the YouTube channel because I'm very honest about my opinion on certain theme parks, and I don't feel like certain theme parks like me because of it. Yes, there are a few that like me, but yes, I feel like there are a few parks that I've scorned that don't like me. Chibi Vlogs, behind Roller Disco, there's been a huge amount of land clearance, so it's looking plausible for a new coaster going in that area of the park. Now, this is another thing that I was going to talk about. So, so when Roller Disco was put in, that passageway behind Roller Disco was cleared. So I know what you mean, but I think that was to transport the ride in and out of the park rather than to put a new roller coaster in. But I feel like it's definitely possible that we could be seeing a new roller coaster in that area. Again, whether that be a Cross Valley coaster or whatever, but Wilkie Boy Awesome, hello, how are you doing? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, hello, good evening. Because I'm on my Sony ZV-1, by the way, it's going to make you feel a bit seasick if you're on a mobile phone, but yeah, look, come on my Sony ZV-1, I can zoom in and out on my camera, it's really cool. Actually, my camera's really hot. I don't think it's meant to be on for this amount of time, but yeah, it'll be alright. Yes, Alton Towers is a very interesting park to watch at the moment, because there's multiple developments going on, and I was told that Alton Towers, the next 5 developments are going to be spearheaded by John Wardley. So yes, so the next 5 projects will be being consulted on by John Wardley. So essentially, we're getting 5 more John Wardley rides. One of those is Nemesis, one of those is Jewel, one of those is Project Horizon. I presume SW9 and SW10, I presume? I don't know. Whether it be a new dark ride in between or whatever. It's just a bit of a hard one to predict at the moment. Towers is a bit of a hard park to really figure out what's going on. Because anything could be happening at Alton Towers. Let me know though, what do you think Alton Towers could get? Because it's really interesting to hear people's opinions on the subject, to see what they could be getting. Right, I'm having a look at this. Sorry, another message popped up then about bitrate, and I think I'm streaming in higher bitrate than YouTube supports, so it's telling me off. Oh, stop overloading our servers. Yes. Oh my word. Have I been streaming for an hour already? Jesus Christ. I didn't realise I was streaming for an hour. Jeez. But yes, if you guys got any questions for me, please do leave them down in the chat box below. I've noticed a lot of work around the pond near Gloomy Woods too. Yes, I noticed that. So they were draining the pond out, and they put supports in there, or they put foundations in there for something. Josh Elam, Rita or Spinball will be the next to go. I agree with that. I don't think Spinball will be the next to go, but I definitely think Rita will be. I lived the dream as a kid with the corkscrew at Alton Towers. Apparently the corkscrew was awful. Now I can't verify that for myself, but apparently it was. Apparently the corkscrew was a bad roller coaster. The corkscrew is one of those that I would have loved to have done, just because it was pretty much the cornerstone of the Alton Towers lineup in the 80s, and yeah, it was the roller coaster that made the park who they are today. So, where has John Wardley said he's spreading the next 5-year projects? I don't think it's. I was told, is all I can say. I was told that was the case, and my sources are pretty reliable. So, yes. You heard it here first. Avaline, it was near the end, but honestly, as a kid, around 8, it was amazing. Yeah, you know what? Again, I would have loved to experience the corkscrew. I would have loved to experience the black hole. The black hole was another roller coaster I never got to experience. What past Alton Towers attractions have I done? That's no longer there. I did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, did the Twirling Toadstools, did Ice Age 4D, I have done Subterra, Beastie, if you remember Beastie, where the Octonauts roller coaster is now, I did Beastie, I did all of the Storybook Land, so where the Bookworm is, Old MacDonald's Farm, all of that area of the park. I did the Flume. There has been so much that's come and gone at Alton Towers since I started going. Yeah, the black hole. What was funny at one stage, actually, was Alton Towers actually had technically two of the same roller coaster. Alton Towers owned two Jetstar roller coasters from Schwarzkopf. They owned the Black Hole and the Beast, I believe it was called. The Beast, I think it was the Beast. You know what? Let me check. But yeah, essentially they own two Jetstars, which was quite interesting to know. Do you think bits of Nemesis track will be sold? Says the DJ Rocky. DJ Corky, sorry. Yes, I do, and I think they'll be sold pretty soon. So I am constantly looking on the Alton Towers website to see. I would pay a lot of money for a piece of Nemesis track, and when I say a lot of money, we are talking a lot of money. Yes, I've got my bank card at the ready for that one, believe me. All different generations, Aveline says. Yes, I have pretty much seen everything from 2009 onwards at Alton Towers, which is really, really cool. I've seen the park grow and develop, and you know what? It's been really, really good to see. The DJ Corky Black Hole was good. Let's hope the new indoor ride is a nod towards it. I definitely feel like it will be, because I definitely feel like it's going to be a new generation Intamin multi-dimension roller coaster, but that is for another video. In fact, no, I said that in my Portaventura Uncharted roller coaster video. I'm really excited for that one. That's another park I want to get back to this year, next year. Chibi Vlogs, New Beast and Black Hole. Is that it? Okay, that's it. New Beast and Black Hole. I'm glad Chibi Vlogs knows. Josh Elam. Hey, hi Aveline. Sorry, just seen your comment saying hi. You know what, Josh Elam? That makes you. You know what? I'll zoom in for this. You know what, Josh? You missed his comment, and that's not okay. That makes you a bad friend. Right. The DJ Corky. I would pay a lot too. I'm so ready. I'm so ready as well. And honestly, I feel like there would have to be some sort of queuing system for it, because there would be a lot of demand for Nemesis track. Yeah, I think Alton Towers aren't ready for the amount of enthusiasts that are going to be rushing all over that. But me and Nemesis have had a very close history anyway, so a piece of Nemesis track is definitely something that I would love to get. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Am I back? Am I here? Can you hear me? Aveline. Hi, Josh Adventures. My proper name is Mouse Cheeseburger. Oh, yes, you did say, didn't you? I love Portaventura, defo going back next year. Shambhala, yes, Shambhala. I love Shambhala, I really do. I think Shambhala's a great roller coaster. It's definitely not the best hyper I've done anymore. The best hyper would definitely have to be Hyperion now, but yeah. I definitely feel like Shambhala is a good roller coaster. I definitely like it. It's good. It's really good. Aveline, did you see TPW film a bit of the Nemesis track on the car park? I did see that video, yes. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Theme Park Worldwide, if I'm being honest with you, because of things that have happened in the past surrounding that channel. Although, I did see that video because it was regarding the Nemesis retrack, and yes, I did see that bits of the track were in the car park. Chibi Vlogs. I've been going to Towers since 1994 and I have the Thunderlooper cred. You have the Thunderlooper, yes, the roller coaster that was built with temporary planning permission. Yeah, don't build your roller coaster with temporary planning permission, because that's bad. Shame it had to be removed from the park. Yes, it got removed recently from where it was, didn't it? It went to a park and then let me have a look. Sorry if you can hear my clatty keyboard. Sorry, I can't type today. RCDB. Alton Towers. Let's have a look at the Thunderlooper. Here we go. The Thunderlooper. Where did they get relocated to? Hippie Horry. That's it. Hippie Horry. Operating since... Okay, so it's still operating. I thought it shut. I thought it had been scrapped. Oh, no. No. Catapult, that's its name. It's called Catapult now. Okay, no, it's still operating. I thought it had been scrapped. No. Thunder Looper at Alton Towers is still operating. The DJ Corky, I got engaged on Nemesis earlier in the year, and I've got Nemesis tattoo sleeve. It means so much to me. You know what? I've been thinking about getting a Nemesis tattoo, and I'm still very close to getting one. The only thing that stopped me is Lush Velvet Coaster's actually got a Nemesis tattoo, and I don't want to seem like I'm copying her, if that makes sense. But yeah, I saw somewhere about someone getting engaged on Nemesis, so that's probably you. Yeah, congratulations. I hope the wedding goes well, and I hope it's not as expensive as I've heard weddings can be. Josh says Hyperion, sick face. You know what? Hyperion is a good roller coaster, and I will die on this hill. I think it's amazing. I definitely think it is better than Shambhala, just because it's more intense than Shambhala, and I like my intense roller coasters. Hyperion has both the airtime and the intensity, which I really, really like. Whoa, sorry for asking. No, you know what? It's fine. Honestly, if you know, like, again, I don't want to bash the channel. I know a bit about what happened. I don't know all the full details, but again, I would rather steer away from that subject because I know that can be triggering to some people. When the Pepsi Max Aveline, when Pepsi Max opened in '94, I always said, and was 20 then, I would marry on there, but never happened. Yeah, you know what? Somebody did get married on the big one, actually, I believe. I forgot who it was, but yeah, Jeffrey Thompson was there. God rest his soul. Yeah, he was on there. He was on the same train as those people who got married. The Looper I never went on, but wish I did. It looked amazing. You know what? The Thunder Looper looks like it had a really good launch on it. I'm not gonna lie. The Thunder Looper is definitely one that I would have loved to have done. In fact, I still could, to be fair. In fact, I'm not going to plan a trip around it, but I'm just going to look, you know, I'm going to look where that is now, how cheap it would be. If anybody wants to come with me to ride the old Alton Towers Thunder Looper, here's your chance. There we go. Right, where is it? It's in Brazil. Oh dear, I don't know anything about Brazil. I'll be honest with you. This is how I plan all my trips. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to go. And go. That's literally it. I'm trying to find out if there's any airports near where... São Paulo. That's where it is. São Paulo, Brazil. We're going to find out if there's any airports there. Give me a sec. Oh no, there is an airport. Okay, all right. This is where I go onto Skyscanner. By the way, if you guys want very cheap flights, use Skyscanner. It's so good. That's what I book all my trips through. I really like it. Brazil. I don't know if that's the right airport. Yes, it is. Fly from anywhere. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I'm not going to plan a trip around it now, but I'll have to look at it because Brazil looks pretty cool. Right, Aveline. I know Brazil have nuts and a football team. What? I thought you said you had nuts then. I know Brazil have nuts and a football team. They definitely have a football team. I know that much. Josh Elam, I'd rather go to Saudi and ride the old beast from Fantasy Islands. You know what? I would come with you, but not specifically for a flat ride. In fact, Josh and... not Josh. I mean, James and Laura were talking about going over to Dubai to go ride their hybrid coaster, which looks really good. Chibi Vlogs, honestly, for a gravity-powered launch, it had some kick to it, and it was lap bars only as a restraint. Yeah, because the old Schwarzkopfs had the shoulder brace as well. Some did, obviously the Thunderlooper didn't, but yeah, I would have loved to have ridden it. I really would. Jess Davis, hey Josh, hope you and Zoe are okay. I hope Josh and Zoe are okay. I hope everyone's okay, to be honest with you. If you're not okay, let me know. Message me and I'll talk to you. Avaline, as in Brazil, nuts like peanuts. Oh, okay, no, I get it. I get it now. Yes, Brazilian nuts. Have I had Brazilian nuts before? I must have. I must have had Brazilian nuts at some stage. My dad's allergic to nuts, so I have to be careful. Yes, I would love to go to Brazil though. It looks like a beautiful country. That's where the Amazon is, isn't it? Well, where else would I like to go that I haven't been? I'm definitely planning a trip to Sweden. I want to go on Helix, although Helix does look a bit overrated, if I'm being honest with you. Just looks like a big icon. I'm planning on going to the Netherlands, obviously, to go to Efteling. I'm planning to go to Park Asterix next year when they open their big multi-launch roller coaster, which looks absolutely incredible. And hot take, by the way, I think Pantheon looks better than Velocicoaster. I'm going to say it right now. I'll get over to America one day to go ride both of them, but both look amazing, but Pantheon looks better. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you've got any more questions for me, please do leave them down in the chat box below. That's what it is there for. This is meant to be a catch-up, so catching up with you, seeing how you are, updating you on things, channel-related things. If you like the new style, by the way, of the streams, let me know. Let me know if the music's too loud. I do believe there's music playing in the background. I think it is Nemesis music. Actually, you know what? I can pause the Nemesis music, and I can play Galactica instead. This is where I get a copyright strike. Yes, Ryan, me and Zoe are planning to go back to go to America in 2024. I'll have to let you know about that one. It depends whether I have the money to go. Avaline, what a great live, I've got to say, but need to go now. What's a great host and chat. You all have been brilliant. Yes. Have a good night. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't get to speak to you before then. I'm sure I'll get to speak to a majority of you before New Year, but glad. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing a few more trips. I really want to do Europe before I go over to places like America or Japan. To be fair, my first out of Europe theme park would probably be Fuji-Q, because Fuji-Q looks amazing. Can't hear any music in the background, by the way. Sorry. You know what? I'm going to put these headphones on, and it's going to tell me whether I can hear anything. Here we go. I look like a DJ now, don't I? DJ Ryan on the decks. Here we go. No, I can't hear any music either. Did I break it? Have I broke the music? No. I can't hear it either. Okay, we're switching the Nemesis music back on. Can you hear the Nemesis music now? Oh god, everything's going bad. I think I broke it. No, I can't hear any Nemesis music either. Oh, I forgot to loop it. That's why I'm an idiot. Okay. There we go. Right, there's the music back. Okay, what I forgot to do was I forgot to loop it so it plays again when it finishes. Yes. Didn't even know you had music on. Can't hear it. Yes, I didn't know I didn't have music on either until just now. Yeah, it's a Nemesis soundtrack. Look, because I love Nemesis. Nemesis is great. Nemesis is the best coaster in the UK, in my opinion. Right, I'm going to turn the monitor off. So you should be able to hear the music now. Yes! Let's all have a Nemesis party! Because Nemesis is great. What a great, great roller coaster. You can't tell me otherwise. Oh my word. I tell you what, we've been going for a while now, lads. But yeah, how's it been going for the people who've joined recently? How has your festive period been? What have you done? What did you get? Did you get anything for Christmas that was notable? I got, thank you very much, by the way, to my family who got me this. But yeah, I got this is the grip for the Sony ZV-1. So essentially, it's going to allow me to vlog with my Sony ZV-1. Oh, there we go. The Sony ZV-1 is even focusing on it for me. There we go. What a good camera. I love this camera. And I'm sure you will too after seeing what it's capable of next year. Oh my god, I didn't realise. Okay, this can be used as a wireless like thing as well, so I can zoom in and out. Isn't that cool? There we go. I'm going to stop doing that now because it's going to make you feel motion sick, isn't it? But yeah, I really enjoyed. I really like this, and it's going to make some amazing videos. So again, thank you to my family for getting me this. I really do appreciate it. Right, I'm going to go as I'm tired. Good stream. Give me a message on Snapchat later. I will definitely do so. In fact, I'm going to get off very soon as well, just because you know, I'm tired. I've not really done a lot today, but the festive period has taken a bit out of me. I'll be honest with you. But I'll stay on for a little bit more. I'll stay on until about past, and then I'll depart from you guys. But yes, I've really enjoyed streaming tonight. Actually, again, I'm going to have to do a lot more streaming in the new year slash 2023. Let me know where you want me to stream from, because I'm more than happy to stream from parks as well. This is an idea that I've often thought about doing. So I've thought about doing like live streams specifically from parks where I have a specific topic and I talk about the place I'm at, or I show you around the park. So essentially I go around the park with my phone and I basically say, oh look, here's Swarm and here's Colossus. It gives those who can't get out to the park an opportunity to see the park. I thought about doing it on video, but that would be a long ass video if I was going to do it. So I would need to be careful with how long that video got, so it was still entertaining. But yeah, let me know. So, for instance, I go to Thorpe Park, take a walk around Thorpe Park and show you Thorpe Park on live stream. Show you some of my favourite bits of Thorpe Park and stuff. One video idea that I was gonna do, actually, that I can still do in the Alton Towers Christmas event, is the secrets of Alton Towers. So things that I know about Alton Towers that not many people do know about Alton Towers. So like secret plaques that are on the walls depicting certain subjects and stuff. And yeah, that'd be really cool to do, actually. So probably get that done soon. I've got the American Adventure video coming very soon, which I'm really excited about. Show you what's on the American Adventure site at the moment. Yes, that's really cool. Again, if you've got any more questions for me before I go, please do let me know in the chat box below. It's been really good to answer your questions so far, so I'll be definitely up for answering a few more before I go and to leave you guys. But yes, if you ever want to contact me, by the way, please do message me on Instagram. I'm most active on there, so go over to my Instagram, which will be linked in my link tree in my main channel. So yes, definitely go there and find my Instagram page if you ever want to talk to me or whatever. So yes, I've got any more questions coming in. I was going to talk about trips then, but I don't really have any plans. I was going to go, again, like I said at the start of the stream, I was going to go to Plopsaland Pan in New Year, but we left it too late. It got way too expensive. It was going to cost us about £350 to go to Plopsaland Pan. Yeah, it wasn't affordable, sadly, so I don't think we're going to go now. But yeah, I can't wait to go around parks with this, you know. It's going to be great. Chibi Vlogs, I wonder if the new Nemesis trains will have the lights on them like Monster at Groneland has under the trains. Yes, I can tell you for a fact, if they're buying new trains from B&M, it will have the new B&M trains on them with the flashing lights. I feel like that would definitely be a good thing. I feel like it would work really well if they were like blood red, so they emitted a low reddish colour, because I feel like bright lights wouldn't work on Nemesis, but low red lights would work on Nemesis. Because there's also been rumours floating about that Nemesis is going to get moving tentacles and moving eyes and like screens in the station and things like that, just to modernise it a little bit. So I definitely feel like we are looking at a more than a retrack on Nemesis. Well, they said it was a refurbishment, didn't they? They said it wasn't. John Morley said himself it wasn't just going to be a simple retrack. It was going to be a complete refurbishment of Nemesis, and it was going to be new effects and things just to enhance the ride experience before you get on the ride. And even when you get on the ride, I imagine they're going to add some things just to spice it up. I would love to see a smoke machine actually on the mouth of Nemesis, so as you go out, you're just bombarded by smoke or some sort of mist, like on Icon or whatever. I feel like that would definitely be a good thing for Nemesis if they were to do that. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see them update the ride. I'd like to see them update Galactica as well and add a lot more theming around that, because now the VR's gone, there's no reason really to call it Galactica. Just retheme it back to Air, but they're not going to retheme it back to Air because that's not a very modern theme, is it? But yes, yeah, Alton Towers definitely got some exciting things going on, and to see work like Nemesis go on and work like Jewel as well, and you know the refurbishments along amongst those rides really does bring hope to me for the future of like Oblivion and again Air, Galactica. I feel like Oblivion wouldn't get a retrack because it doesn't need it. It's not under that much stress, I believe. The track is adequately supported enough to not need a retrack, but again, I could be wrong. I know that sections of Nemesis's track were welded together, etc. So Nemesis definitely needed the work to keep itself structurally sound, for instance. But yes. Right guys, I do believe we have come to the end of the stream. If you have liked the stream, please do drop a link down below. It's been really nice to have you all in the chat tonight. I've really appreciated you being around, you watching to this point, and yeah, just generally catching up with you guys like this stream was intended to be. Please do click that subscribe button down below if you are new around here, so that so that you can watch all my new videos that are coming out in the new year, because there will be plenty, I assure you. Things may be a bit slow at first in the new year, but things will definitely ramp up, I assure you. But yes, again, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the ride. I have been Ryan from iCoaster, and I shall see you in the next stream or video. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't click the button. There we go. Bye.